the NFL playoffs. The most wonderful time of the year for any football fan and the most threatening for any football fan's wallet. Yet the playoffs aren't just about throwing away Hail Mary parlays, they're about coming together as a family of degenerate gamblers, diehard fans, and casual consumers, all under Goodell's umbrella of the National Football League. And whether you're tuning into the playoffs for your first time or have been watching since the Jets made the playoffs, I'm here to break down every team, matchup, and road to the Super Bowl in around 5 minutes. But before we get to that, a moment of silence for every other team who sadly isn't able to be with us on this journey to Super Bowl 56. That's enough of that, moments past. This video's for the winners, and if you're a winner, make sure to subscribe to keep up with the NFL and NBA content as well as coverage throughout the playoffs. And here we have it, the official Quick Pick Nick 2021 NFL Playoff Bracket. Now without marveling at its beauty for too long, let's get right into it with the AFC. The number 1 seed here wasn't decided until the final week of the season, in which the Titans won a nail-biter against the Texans. Tennessee has had a turbulent season to say the very least, with over 70 unique starters across the season due to injury, COVID, or other circumstances, headlined by Derrick Henry's foot injury in Week 8. But with the King hopefully returning soon, the Titans will be at full force to face the lowest seeded team in round 2, which could be number 7 Pittsburgh if they manage to pull off the upset against number 2 Kansas City, however unlikely that may be. The Chiefs are currently favored by almost 2 touchdowns, the biggest spread of any game this weekend, yet the game still has one of the lowest point totals, around 46 projected points scored, making for an expectedly predictable outcome with little excitement. The Chiefs are still the Chiefs, as runners-up to the Super Bowl last year and former champions of Super Bowl 54. And the bottom seed Steelers, ending the season with only 2 more wins than losses, are still going to struggle, even if it is Big Ben's final send-off. For the most interesting game of the weekend, the number 3 seeded Bills will host the number 6 seeded Patriots for the 3rd time this season in another AFC East rivalry matchup. In their first encounter, the Patriots won amidst a snowstorm in which their rookie quarterback Mac Jones only threw the ball 3 times. In their second encounter, the Bills took the victory after the Patriots almost came back big time, and for their third encounter, the Bills are currently favored by a little more than a field goal, with the lowest point total of this slate at around 43. A fittingly low projection, with Buffalo and New England ranking 1st and 2nd in allowed points this season respectively. The question here is whether the Bills can maintain control of the AFC East, winning the division in back-to-back years, or if Mac Jones will become Coach Belichick's new franchise quarterback. In the middle of AFC seeding, the number 4 Bengals will go into Las Vegas to take on the number 5 Raiders, both surprising entrants in this year's playoffs. In fact, NFL.com ranked the Raiders 23rd in their Week 1 power rankings, with the Bengals falling even further at 30th of 32. NFL.com, along with pretty much the rest of the world, obviously got this one wrong, as these two underdogs who have both earned records of 10-7 this season will face off in the first round of the playoffs, with the Bengals favored by 4.5 points and the over-under around 49 points. Onto the NFC, the number 1 Packers locked up their top spot a couple of weeks ago, preparing themselves for round 2 of the playoffs, in which the reigning MVP will face the remaining lowest seeded team. The number 2 seeded Buccaneers head into a home field matchup against the bottom seeded number 7 Eagles, with Tampa Bay favored by more than a touchdown at a point total around 50, making this matchup the least competitive in the NFC. Similarly to the Chiefs and Mahomes, it's safe to assume the Buccaneers and Brady will not be knocked out of the postseason by the Eagles, even given Brady's history with Philadelphia. Not much excitement to be found here unless another Buccaneer decides to go streaking in his own end zone. Moving into Dallas with America's number 3 seeded team, the Cowboys will be hosting the number 6 49ers. This contest is shaping up to be more competitive, with the Cowboys only favored by a field goal and a point total above 50. Ending 12-5, the Cowboys had a successful year by recent standards, but their easy schedule in the NFC East may have allowed Dallas to win more than they should have. Conversely, San Francisco started off rough, losing 4 consecutive games in the beginning of the season, but ended the year with a commendable 10-7 record. Even more impressive in an NFC West division that produced 3 playoff teams. This game will be a matchup between a Dallas offense ranking 1st in points per game and a 49ers top 5 pass defense and top 10 rush defense. Last but far from least, the most intriguing matchup on this side of the bracket will be between the number 4 Rams and number 5 Cardinals, divisional rivals from the NFC West who both won and lost to each other during the regular season. Vegas odds also have this game at a point total around 50, with Los Angeles favored by a bit more than a field goal. The divisional significance should be enough to draw anyone's attention, but furthermore, the Rams' Cooper Kupp ended the regular season with the most receiving yards and touchdowns in the NFL. And Matthew Stafford, potential Hall of Fame candidate, may win his first playoff game in his 12-year career since freeing himself from the prison most Detroit natives call the Lions. The Cardinals started 7-0 for the first time since 1974, but have since struggled, falling to 11-6 to end the season, hoping to get back on track with Kyler Murray's versatility instead of allowing the Rams' big budget acquisitions to dominate. And there you have it, everything you need to know going into Super Wildcard Weekend, round 1 of the 2021 NFL playoffs on the road to Super Bowl 56. Stick around the channel for full coverage of further playoff rounds by subscribing, letting me know what you thought in the comments, liking the video. All that stuff helps me create better content. This has been Quick Pick Nick, wishing your team the best in the playoffs or the draft, because, that's still something to look forward to for depressed football fans, and thanks for watching.